here's the thing. I am a very friendly girl, and I have always given anybody a chance. And I still am willing to give people chances, but I think I've just been pushed to my limits too many times, and I keep encountering people who think it's okay to step on my boundaries. Like, if I'm in a campsite and I am positioning myself to face away from people, I am making a conscious effort to maintain as much privacy as I can, even in campsites that do get a bit crowded. Because I also have to choose a spot based on what I physically need. I need a flat, grassy space, well, preferably grassy if possible. I need a table, because I don't have a fold-out table right now, because I'm limited on space. And I need a bit of shelter, so I've chosen a spot, with flat grass and also close to a toilet, so I don't have to set up a toilet tent, because I often don't know I need to go to the toilet until the last minute, being fucking ADHD and perimenopausal. So try to park somewhere close to the 12 block. But obviously that then means you're not as far away from people as you'd like to be. But I try to maintain my privacy by, generally facing myself away from people, and, I keep to myself as much as I can. And yet people still walk straight into my space. They think they have a right. And this is usually older men. Usually men over the age of 50, which really fucking irks me. And for a start, I'm, 42. And the fact that, often 60-year-old men, which is gross, but also look younger, look like I'm in my 30s, so it makes it even more irksome. They always decide they can inject themselves into my space. Some of them make themselves quite comfortable. And I've gotten to the point where I haven't yet had to tell someone to fuck off. Well, I have told someone to fuck off, but I did it in jest, because he kind of gave me, because this was a while ago, he helped me set up like a shelter, which is helpful, and I enjoyed his conversation. But he said, just tell me to leave when you're ready. I said, that's all right, I'll tell you to fuck off. I was half joking. He thought I was joking, but it turned out he actually liked that I said that. But no, I haven't actually told someone to proper fuck off. But I will. If someone doesn't get the picture, I will. But so far I've just gotten to the point where I have I've said, don't get comfortable, I'm about to go to the toilet. Said that to someone yesterday, and he continued to sit there, made himself real comfortable. Okay, well, I just kept doing what I was doing, and eventually he left. But they always want to keep talking to me while I'm in the middle of something. Like today, men wanted to keep talking to me, and it had just started raining, and I had to close up because I had my swag open to air it, so I had to close that, and my window doors were open, so I had to close them so the cars wouldn't get wet, inside my car wouldn't get wet. But he kept standing there trying to talk to me, expecting me to give him my full attention while I needed to do what I need to do. And then eventually he walked off. So I'm just going to keep doing what I need to do, Because I'm sick of people thinking that that they're entitled to my time and energy, that what they want to talk about, like, you know, they just want to talk about their shit, you know, they just want to make small talk, or, you know, it's bullshit. And meanwhile, I am busting for the toilet, or I need to prevent all my stuff from getting wet, or, you know, or sometimes I'll be in the middle of making dinner, or I'll be in the middle of packing up my car and I'm limited on my energy, so I need to do what I fucking need to do. And I'm sick of people, these older men especially, thinking that they have that their needs to have a little chat or be seen talking to a pretty girl or whatever the fuck their agenda is. I'm sick of them thinking that that's more important than what I need. So from now on, if I need to be a bitch, you know, if they want to call me a bitch, I'm a bitch. If that makes me rude, I'm rude. I don't care what people think of me anymore. I'm done people pleasing. I am done extending myself for other people. I'm done putting my needs last. You know, I'm done holding on to the point where I almost piss myself so that someone can have a bit of small talk. Like, or you know, letting my shit get wet so someone can have a fucking yarn about whatever. Like, I am not putting myself last, and I'm not, you know, I'm not buying into this whole politeness bullshit. Why, you know, if I don't participate in someone's small talk, that makes me rude, or that makes me a bitch, or that makes me dismissive, or, you know, or if I assert myself, that makes me angry. You know, if I get pissed off at people walking over my boundaries, oh, what's your problem? Do you have your period? Are you angry? Yeah, I'm fucking angry. And don't bring my period into this. It's got nothing to do with that. Oh, you're perimenopausal. That explains that. Fuck you, asshole. I am fucking done of this bullshit that women cannot assert themselves. The women aren't allowed to express how they feel about someone walking all over their boundaries. And the thing is, these incidents might be small incidents, but the thing is, they don't consider the fact that we've put up with worse shit than this all our fucking lives, and we're expected to continue to put up with it. It's not about these small incidents. Oh, they just want to have a chat. Oh, it's just, you know, no. Because it starts with a little thing, and then it always becomes, you know, bigger. It always becomes something else. Or you let this one little thing slide, and then it's something bigger, and then, you know, something more invasive, you know. If you keep accepting these little things, you keep accepting more and more and more until you accept fucking abuse. And that's what I fucking come from. I've accepted so much shit all my fucking life that I thought, you know, accepting abuse was normal. I didn't know that wasn't okay. I didn't know I was living in abuse because I was so used to putting up with so much shit. I was so used to being polite because I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be a bitch. I didn't want people to hate me. So I did whatever anybody wanted. And I had destroyed myself. I lost myself. You know, I wasn't myself. I was this shell of a person. I was this little bundle of trauma, living to please other people so that I could feel safe. You know, I was polite to people so I wouldn't get abused. I did what people wanted. I became what they expected, so that I could feel safe. So I wouldn't be abused. But I was abused anyway, because I accepted it. That was my normal. That was my reality. Part of my reality has changed, and it continues to change. The less shit that I accept, the more that my reality changes into what I want it to be. The more that I step into the person that I want to and need to be for myself, the more that my reality will change to meet how I see myself. And I am a strong motherfucker. I'm not a people pleaser anymore. I am confident. I am assertive. I know who the fuck I am. And I know what I want. And I'm not accepting any less anymore. And I'm no longer trying to control people's perception of me. I'm no longer trying to convince people that I'm nice or I'm good or I'm sweet or I'm polite or whatever bullshit that I had to be in the past to survive. But I don't need to be that anymore, and I won't. Because it's not about other people anymore. I'm not living for other people. This is my fucking life. I'm living it for me. So I'm going to be who I am. And I'm going to live to serve myself and my purpose. And that probably sounds selfish. And I need to be selfish. But the thing is my purpose couldn't be any... There isn't an ounce of selfishness in my purpose. Because what I'm here on this earth for, what drives me, what I want to do more than anything is fucking help people. My purpose, what I'm here for, is to teach people a better way of living. I want to show an example by living it. How to heal yourself, how to heal your trauma, how to be yourself. And I want to help you heal. I want to hold your hand so you don't have to do it alone like I did. And I want to change this world for the better, because it's so fucked, and there's so many things that we need to change, and I want to change them. And I feel like I've got a lot of wisdom and knowledge that has been gifted to me from the universe, and I want to share that, and I want to make shit happen. I want to change things, I want to leave this world in a much better place than what I found it in. That's my purpose. That's what drives me. That's what I'm fucking here for. And what the fuck is selfish about that? Thing is, in order to give, you need to have something to give. Like, you need your cup to be full in order to fill someone else's cup. My cup was completely empty. It was drained. You know, I'm still in the process of trying to feel it. So yeah, I need to be selfish. We all need to be selfish. If we focus more on ourselves and less on other people, then what am I trying to say? You know, like, stop fearing, stop worrying, stop judging, stop judging yourself, stop judging other people. Because when you stop focusing on all the negatives, you get to focus on the positives. And that's when you can achieve growth. Don't focus on where you're lacking. Focus on what you've got. And focus on where you want to be. Focus on who you want to be. And take the steps to be it. And if you've got to fake it till you make it, do it. You know, you need to know who you are on the inside before it is reflected on the outside. Just start, you know, and use your imagination. Imagine who you are, you know. Feel it on the inside. You know, do all the mirror work, do all the internal work to build up who you are and the kind of life you want to live. And, you know, eventually the external will match the internal. You know? But, yeah. Forget what my other point was. So I was going somewhere else, and now I went on a tangent, and now I've forgotten. So that's that. Yeah. Alright. Bye.